Hey everybody, Ryan Smith here with House and Home Mortgage Co. Quick little update today. We got some news yesterday, March 27th, that there's been some major updates to Canada's foreign buyers ban. Now, this little bit of info right here is going to be really important for any of my realtors out there that are following this, or for anybody who's feeling left on the sidelines. If you're here in Canada on a work permit and you've still got at least 6 months left on that active work permit, there's now some exemptions or some allowances where you might actually be able to buy a piece of property here again. This is the one change that's going to have the biggest impact for most people. Is the government have sort of adjusted the rules, added some exemptions so that anybody who's here on a work permit and has some length of time left in that work permit, well, they're now going to be able to buy or potentially be able to buy a property here. The second, third exemptions, probably not as big of a deal, but still worth being aware of. They've changed the rules a little bit to allow foreign entities or foreign persons to buy property for development. So if we're going to add housing units to Canada's housing market, great. We want to encourage that. That's an important thing. So they're allowing for that. And same thing goes for vacant land. Foreign buyers will now be able to buy vacant land here. I think the concept here is to create incentive to have more housing units created, even if that means that they're being created by non-Canadians or by foreign buyers. And the last little change they've made has to do with foreign-owned corporations. So if you're a corporation and you were more than 3% foreign ownership, you wouldn't have been able to buy in Canada previously. We've added to that, we've upped that limit a little bit. So now foreign controlled companies, or Canadian corporations, I should say, that have up to 10% foreign ownership are still able to buy. So if you're a largely Canadian controlled company, but you've got a small component that's owned by somebody overseas, great, there's some opportunities there. You're still going to be able to buy, and hopefully that's going to drive investment in the housing market and allow for more units to be created. Like I was saying earlier, I think the biggest change here is if you know somebody in your life that's in Canada on a temporary work permit, well, let them know if they've been thinking about buying or if they're curious about owning some property in Canada. It may very well be an option once again. If you have somebody you know that's got questions about this or maybe thinking about this, tell them to give me a call. I'm happy to send them some information, get them in touch with the right people to make sure we get their questions answered, and hopefully set them up to buy real estate. Thanks very much for tuning in, everybody. Have a great week.